Good afternoon, fellow forums folk. Had a question about how I use my GI poncho to close off one end of my tarp like a door? Here we go. We have the giant Hennessy hex here over my hammock with my GI poncho hooked over one end. GI poncho comes with these grommets in the end, and the Hennessy hex, as with all of their tarps, come with these mitten hooks. I used to use a bit of cord for this, and I would run this all the way down to the opposing stake, but I found that if I just clip it into the mitten hooks and attach it to my CRL here, I use these Velcro ties to hold the tarp together. I don't need to break out the line, I don't need to do anything. I just close the snaps over the tarp proper, roll up this Velcro in it so that it keeps it from sliding back and forth too much, pull it tight, pull these corners down to the mitten hooks on both sides, and then close up the hood. Pull the draw cord as tight as possible. And that prevents the majority of the blowing rain from the end here to get in. The suspension of the hammock comes through the end of the tarp here, where this little hole is. And this will hold fairly well even in blowing wind. Let's go underneath the tarp here. It's a bit floppy, but the most it can flop forward is up to about here, which is right at the edge of my hammock. Let's see what this looks like with me sitting in it. Give me just a moment here. Here we are underneath the tarp with my poncho over the end here. I'm actually sitting in the hammock here to give it some weight. And yes, the bottom of this can touch the fabric. However, I also have these oversized snake skins here, which help to come down and cover the majority of what that could actually touch. Anyway, it's worked for me so far, even in some very hard blowing storms. I hope that everyone enjoys that and finds it useful. Signing off, Florida Rider.